Okay. So, dear masters, will be getting into, the topic of karma. Karma is one topic which is always fascinating. It has many different facets, and it has many different, ways that we can look at this. So the question is what it is, and the way we do this could be different for different people. And what we have to see is that, okay, what can we do with this? So we'll get into the theory, we'll get into all the details starting our next session. But just to have an idea whether this topic is for you or not, um, so get into understanding, and then after the session, as usual, we'll take your Q&A, means we will get into the specifics of your either your queries, your points, things like that. So what we will be taking and what we will be considering when we are talking about, or should you be worried about karma? What is it, right? Uh, there are different kind of feelings it brings. The word karma, mostly it scares people, right? That, sometime you say, okay, I have done something wrong in my past life. That's why I'm getting punished. That's the first thing out of, a common feeling comes. And sometime it could be scary thing that, oh, past life. I don't know what wrong I have done. And I don't know if I can reverse it or not. First that kind of scariness comes. I don't know what I did to whom. And maybe the person is also there in this life around me. And what will I feel if I know that in the previous life, this is what I did to that person? So again, it's a scary feeling. Knowing what you did, and there are different ways people may, look into it. Someone can go through a session. There are many masters. You can take help of angels. You can take help of, past life regression. You can do in between life regression, a simple hypnosis, or, there are different channels, the masters who can work with you and get one-on-one detail that what happened, how it happened, what it means to you. Ultimately, you get the meaning. But whether to do or not, what answers you're gonna get could be an issue. Sometimes we feel, forget the previous life. I know in this life, there are certain things either somebody did to you or you did to someone. And it's bothering you to an extent that it stays with you 24/7. That means the moment you think of that person, you feel pain. So you may have a scary feeling that, no, I don't want to even think about it because it brings suffering to me. So sometimes the fear, it could be different degrees of fear, very extreme to just uneasiness. The unknown is creating that because you don't know what it is. Sometimes you would love to know, but you are not able to go. People say, I've tried once, twice, three times this regression or whatever, but I don't know. I'm not getting any answers. So there are many reasons. First, remember, you get what you deserve, not what you desire. Start believing in it. It will help you. What does it mean? Don't think that you will get what you desire. You will get what you deserve. Now, who will decide what you deserve? Is it you, me, someone else? The way we can change what we deserve is by changing our frequency, our energy. You may call it consciousness. Consciousness is it's not something that can be measured physically or anything. It is energy. It is our energy, the frequency we all have. Individual frequency means the more I work on myself, I'm improving my frequency. In terms of the color spectrum, the rainbow colors, Vibgyor, you go from the red to the violet. You're improving your frequency. So what it does to you, it prepares you that yes, even if you are aware of your past or your, the actions and whatnot, you will be able to take it. If you're not able to take it or you don't need to know, why should you know? The life is designed by universe like this. When we are born, we don't know what happened in the past. There has to be a reason. If it was so urgent or needed, we would have all known the past. Because we are here to experience. If you know everything, then that experience will be diluted big time. Now, is it just us? Remember the session on water. When water comes through rain, it goes in the glacier, it's melted, and then it's frozen, right, in the ice, snow, and all that on the hills and glaciers, and then it melts, and then the river starts flowing. So the way the angle between these molecules, you have a hydrogen and oxygen atoms, and that's what H2O forms, two hydrogen and one oxygen. There is an angle between these three, means oxygen and hydrogen. Water can capture the information, frequency of, wherever it is flowing through. But when from the glacier is melting again as a river, it removes that memory. The angle changes. It's kind of resetting it. And then as it starts flowing, it starts picking up the information again, but it resets when it starts. So it's much deeper. So it's not a question of a right or wrong, what happened, not happened. There is a reason universe has have this mechanism. The question sometimes comes, should we look backward or forward? What is the point of looking what I did or someone did to me? Why not work on the future? How to prove what is the rationale? How to really prove in the sense that my past is affecting my present or future? Well, they are linked. If we believe in soul plan or, purpose of life, our actions are linked to our purpose. We are trying to learn, just like you go to school. If you do not learn a topic well, you barely passed. So in the next grade, you will struggle because you did not learn the topic properly in the previous. So now in the next grade, the topic is building strength to strength, means the topic is getting harder. Same concept, but it's getting harder because now it is next grade. It's becoming difficult. So such is life. So the past is connected. There's no reason to be scared, but yes, there is a connection. How to prove there is a connection, and we will see when we get to like how to work on yourself. Simple things, right? You don't have to go any session and all. You can find out and you will see, right? That will be after subsequent sessions. Sometimes the feeling comes, okay, I'm really bothered by certain people or certain events in my life. When should I say enough is enough kind of thing, right? Sometimes you may have financial losses one after another. And you may say, man, this is now too much for me to take. It could be a relationship. It could be at workplace. It could be within the family. It could be with neighbors. Doesn't matter. When do you say it's enough? Or when do you say, is it me or is it the other person? How do you decide? It's not the other person. I have to make some changes or I have to do something differently. Sometimes we feel you are at the receiving end. My boss is always yelling or, never happy with me. I changed the company or workplace. I left because the boss was bad. Again, the same story. Here also the boss is, telling me I'm no good, blah, blah, blah. We get all those negative thoughts in our head. Again, you change the workplace. Story continues. What does it mean? It could be with the family members, one member particularly, or it could be more than one. Sometimes we say, is there a connection when we look at the family members? We say, oh, this person is same as the grandfather, or, this person, this relative. And we say, oh, you have exactly the same way that person talk, that person looks, that person will behave. We say, oh, it's genetics. It's in your genes. Certain things, yes. Certain things, yes. Genes, of course. It's bringing the whole family history. Your genes have information for your previous 22 generations. So you can imagine how much information genes are carrying. But does it mean genes are your destiny? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So how can we understand before even we think of changing it? Should we really be thinking of changing the genes? And well, there is no medicine for it. How do I change? Yes, there is. Meditation can get you anywhere. So we go through different health issues, different emotional, physical, psychosomatic, all kinds of things. Why we are going through that? There is always a reason. There is a connection with our this life, previous life, and people around us. So the question is how to decode, how to understand. Should we be scared with this topic of karma? People connect it with different, I call it science, whether it is, you know, different ways of looking different things, whether it is your birth chart, you want to know from your horoscope, you want to know this, that. Uh, yes, those are also science. But first, we hear what we are getting it into is your thoughts, meditation, your sadhana, what we say. What can we do to understand? What can we do to not scare, but take it to your benefit without getting into any session, any workshop and all? Can you decode which important action of your past is knocking the door in this life? I mean, every second we are doing something. This second I'm talking, you are listening. Next moment, you may be outside doing something, you may be working with someone doing, everything is karma. Karma is action. Should we be worried about it? Why? So we will decode in the next two sessions. We will see how simple solutions we can implement in our life to understand, to take the scary part away, to take the fear away. And when you will be able to do this, masters, you will be able to increase your, consciousness. As you improve your consciousness, means you're impacting your frequency, you will be deserving more, and you will be, as I said, you get what you deserve, not what you desire. So you may have your affirmations, you may have anything, but then you will be drawing the event to your life. So karma is not something that you should be scared of. Karma is something you should understand and move forward. So stay tuned for the next two sessions. And that is where we will get into details so that you understand and then improve your life.